Hi Shane, this is me, Shane, from the past. Okay, this has already happened, but has it? Because you never know. And it's going to involve profuse drug taking, so alcohol and cigarettes are definitely going to happen, because that is a part of every big party that is going on. Like, I mean, so without further ado, I'll play some piano. Can you hear that okay? So, thank you for coming to my moodful session of being very expressive, which I like to do when I drink, but also because I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. So, no, it was never like that in the past, you fool! You were talking to yourself. Have some respect. So, who are you? Maybe you are the epitome of what I don't understand and could never accomplish or could never understand, like, as me. You know, like, I was me, and then, like, I could never understand what wasn't me, you know? Like, whatever that is. But also must be respected, like, because it's like very important. It's like, you are whatever, you know, whoever, whatever, you know. No, you are the living being, and you must be respected, because it's like it's not just myself, you know. It's like you are whoever the frick could be there, basically anyone. You're basically anyone. I don't know why that's funny, but it actually is. Because I thought I was being really serious. But actually, the problem is that I don't talk to everyone like this. Obviously. But it's a different system, you know? Like, I mean, it's a totally different system, man. I just want to make loads of feelings happen, you know? It's not that. It's that I need feelings in my life. And I need to make them, like, your feelings too, you know? Like, you can have these feelings too at a lower price. It's just part of the deal, you know? You just gotta be able to sort of, like, understand those dictionaries over there, you know? Do you know Arabic? You better get snappy on the case, because it's a very important language to learn. So do that. Don't delay. Oh, the best music is coming up right now, but just abandon it and go ahead and start learning Arabic from page 1 on Arabic.com or whatever the fuck website tries to teach you Arabic with, like, you know, the pictures and the words and all that. I'm not doing a good job working with everybody in the world. Because the thing is, maybe there's an art to working for money. Like, who am I talking to again? The camera is over there, sir. Oh, the camera is over there. Okay, right. Oh, look over there when I'm talking. Okay, and then who am I talking to again? Oh, you're talking to the people. Not the animals. Or not the stones. Okay? And look at the camera when you're talking, because that's where the people are. They need to see that part of your eyeball. Face them when you speak. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to feel uncomfortable. Alright. Okay. Okay. Don't hold me back. Don't hold me back. I'm going forward in life. Going forward in life. You understand? I'm going forward in life, and I'm looking at myself, and I'm a fucking narcissist. I'm telling you right now that this is not going to be a fucking easy life to live, alright? Because it's like, it's very fucking hard, man. Why is it so fucking hard all of a sudden? It's because I'm doing the impossible. I'm doing the impossible, right? I'm like drinking this, but like, is this me? You know, and it's like, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 35 years of age, so I better fucking start acting like my age. You know what I mean? How do I do that? By, like, doing the best I can at all times. And the way I talk about it as well, I'm so, like, flippant about everything. To be as serious as possible. And as drunk as possible. Which is a good mix, actually. It's a good mix, but it's not an easy mix. And I don't think it's an easy mix to express. And I think by expressing it, I'm doing somebody a disservice. And if it's recorded, the thing that looks like me is doing a much greater disservice. So making things look a certain way before they are a certain way is a disservice. So just so you know that when you're clicking around, you're jumping around your little goblinish ways, just be aware that the next 500 videos that I make of myself drunk at the piano are going to be abandoning the concept of representing before contemplating, if that makes sense. You know, because I have to think before I do things, because I need to think with my heart as well. I need to think properly, like, before I do things, because otherwise it's going to be a problem of misrepresentation, because I'm an artist as well, and like, expressing things is not a problem, but knowing things is because I know things that nobody should know. But I also know things that everybody should know. And, like, that's why I can't be an artist. Because an artist shows things, but an artist, like, shows things without, like, like being there to answer questions about it all the time, because an artist has all these tools, but, like, can't control all of the tools necessarily. If an artist could control all the tools, that'd be great, but I don't think that's the case. Like right now, I'm looking at a camera, and the camera is recording, and what is this situation here? For me, it's, oh yeah, and I'm like the guy in the video, but also really I'm a guy looking at a camera, and the camera, but then like, how many layers do you need to take off in order to be honest? Like, can you just be honest and not introduce the concept of being in a recording? Yeah, sure. So, this is a normal video of a person playing a piano, basically. So, let's get to it, right? You want to learn piano? Look no further. I'll show you how. Well, you've got the basic chords. You've got C major, and have a good look at the C here. It goes from middle C to E to G, and then down to C. And there's three tones in the major C chord, and there's 3 tones in the minor C chord. But the key thing to know about what is the question someone might have, a student might have, is what is the thing that we feel is best represented by a major chord. That feeling, what is it? And it's not like what does it sound like, it's really what is it, and if it is a sound, what is that sound? And is the sound thing that we know in us, or is it a thing that exists objectively outside of us for all living things and all non-living things? Does steel care about music? So we have these problems. I'm being very dramatic, but we should be careful about how undramatic we are about everything that relates to integration with other people, right? We need to get drunk more often. We need to get drunk a lot more often. And we need to get stoned a lot more often. And if taking cocaine makes you feel better, we need to take cocaine. But, oh, wait a minute. Know the dangers. Know the dangers. But how do you know the dangers, man? You have to live through the dangers to know the dangers. And then if you're living through the dangers, knowing cocaine is a bad idea. So, don't do cocaine if you know the dangers. And if you don't know the dangers, know what you're doing. And what you're doing isn't cocaine. Like, if you're enjoying life, and if you just, end up smoking fucking cocaine or whatever the fuck people do with cocaine nowadays in a club or something, what you're doing isn't fucking cocaine. Because the people who actually know what doing cocaine is are the people who also know the dangers, right? And the people who just do it not knowing the dangers, don't say that they're doing cocaine. They're doing something else, They're doing life in some way. And it's not the best described by this other thing that isn't really the thing that is what they're doing, you know what I mean? It's like eating broccoli and saying I'm doing broccoli. It's like you're not. You're just being alive, and broccoli is one of those things that happens to be at this stage integrated into your state of being, you know. But I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I could be the most dangerous motherfucker out there because I am able to express things about which I could be wrong. So be careful and be cool. Be cool and be wary and everything, you know. So look, that's the alcohol stage of my development, right? And the next stage, and I'm not going to take control of everything, you know, because it's like the piano is one thing, but the computer is another. All right, and it's like you gotta know me both ways. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not just this guy who plays piano. I'm this guy who works at a computer, and what I fucking do at a computer would blow your fucking mind because it's difficult, crazy shit. And it's the kind of shit that just makes you fucking wonder, what is the meaning of life? You know? Because you're there asking questions about everything or anything you want. And it's not even your choice. It's the others. It's the others that ask the questions. And you're there thinking about it. You're thinking, what is this all about? You know? It's like, why am I asking questions about like something to do with war or something to do with gravity or something to do with like Pokemon? I don't know. Why am I asking questions? Because I'm looking at the questions being asked by others. Don't get me wrong, I like asking questions with others. But if there's just, you know, videos or whatever, then it's difficult. I can't even begin to express complexity of unedited, low quality trash that, you know, is what I'm doing basically. So maybe you can see the screen there. I don't know. But like, I mean, I'm probably going to be interrupted from everything I'm doing at some stage, you know. But it's like, what is it? What am I doing? You know. Okay, so, am I going to do what I'm doing? I don't know. But like, this isn't what I do. This is me showing what I do. What I actually do isn't like this. It's like, it's different, you know. It's actually, you know what I want to do? It's like, I want to just say hello, thank you for being here, and I'm sorry for being such a twat. You know, I have to look at the camera. I have to learn how to do this media thing, you know. I have to look at the camera and I have to think, who am I, you know, I'm talking to you, right? And I have to love you, of course. You have to love the camera like it's your best friend. But it's not the fucking camera you're loving, it's the layer of complexity that we only as human beings understand. It's like, we understand things on a level that's above the robots. We understand things that's sort of on a different level. You probably want to see me play the game, right? So let's just do that. Because I'm so fucking hooked on this thing, man. I'm just so fucking hooked on it. So what am I doing? What am I doing? Well, don't ask that question. It's basically just Minecraft, alright? It's just Minecraft. I was trying to get this conversation stone to work, which is it's an interactive conversation, basically, with a stone. But it's a rune stone. If you right click, it gives you a conversation, right? The conversation is like, the shadows lengthen, but the path remains. What do you seek? And the choice there is you're supposed to be able to choose something. So like, oops. So I choose like The thing is, though, who the fuck am I? I don't even exist anymore, man. I've been developing this thing for so long. I don't even exist anymore. Like who am I? Don't get me started, man. I haven't been to a fucking pub or a cafe or a park or a house or a city for years. You know what I fucking mean? I'm just living on my own and like trying to make it so that, you know, stones have reasonable shapes and that like magic exists. So it's like, you know, who am I? So why would I ask, who are you? So number 3, I don't choose that one, you know what I mean? Because if you don't exist, you don't care about who else exists, right? And then the next one is, I seek nothing. Well, maybe I seek nothing. Then why the fuck am I here? Because if I'm here, I must be a fool not to seek something. Because this whole thing is a show of geometry. It's like the geometrical expression of vertices and what they can do in terms of edges and faces and then the like the projective geometry that you get from having a point of view of those vertices. So I seek nothing is absurd, because of course I seek some interplay of these principles. But then the next one is, I seek knowledge. And obviously knowledge is what I seek, because I am corrupt, you know? I am depending totally on my knowledge in order to be able to express myself with totality, right? And I look at myself, but actually, you know, if I'm looking at the camera, then I'm talking to you. And if I'm talking to you, then I have to have some respect, because I don't know what you're going through. And I don't know who you are or who you might be. And you could be very important. So I have to take off my hat. But I don't do that because I have to. I do it because I want to. And I want to because I respect every fucking other person who has made a video for other people and who has made an expression for other people and written it in a book that won't be read for 200 fucking years. And if I don't have kids, will mean nothing to me. But knowledge is what I seek, because knowledge is power, and power is what the war is about. You know, apparently America is going after the oil in Venezuela, and I mean, that's only now. Like, power has been over the soul, has been over like people's minds, has been over like the body, it's been over every fucking thing that anybody can possibly possess. That's what the fucking war is about. Because we're all different, and then because we're all different, we all lie about stuff, you know? I could have a conversation about this, I could talk forever, but the thing is, right, I'm in a position of power because I have possession of, I won't say drugs, because I don't have possession of drugs. I'll say a voice, right? A healthy enough voice, you know. It's like, it's not the whole thing, it's not the whole story. It's kind of like terrible, actually, how I've damaged myself in so many ways over so many years, and I'm not doing that anymore. But you know, the power of knowledge is the power that must be you know, like, what the fuck am I even saying? Here, just watch me play this game. It's actually really good. Just enjoy it, okay? Like, right, like, what? Okay, so what do I seek? Okay, I seek knowledge. So I'll say knowledge. So I type say and 1, but that's just like what the Gemini program taught me to do, okay? And then the next thing it says, knowledge is a river. Some drink from it, others are swept away. Be wary of its currents. I wish I was like a really, like I wish I knew what else, like all I can say is I will be careful, and that has to be honest, and I will be honest about that, and I'll say yes, I will be careful. And then the next thing is caution is the shield of the wise. Go now. And then that'll disappear, and then that's the end of the conversation, right? I just disappeared it because all the stones are easily breakable in this. Oh no, the knowledge is what I have. You see, the thing about knowledge is I have knowledge of this world, and all the knowledge is exactly the thing that separates me from all the other people. Like all the people in the world are separate from me because I have knowledge of this world, and I have to be careful about it. That's what the stone is saying, and I didn't even write that. So anyway, I'll show you but do I have to show you what I know? Like, you see, I have responsibilities as well, so I have to go out of this. Because I see this error text over here. It says Lua entity name, some error currents, wind, crow, not defined. So that I know what that means, right? I have to go into the game folder and go use the clear mod and enter in the name of this entity that isn't defined. Some air currents, wind, crow, not defined, and then just tell this cleaning program to make those objects go away, so that because it's from a redundant mod. So when I save this amendment to the clear file in the clear folder, which somebody else made, obviously everybody chipped into this game. It's not just my game. It's everybody who worked on Luanti chipped in. But once I reload this, that error should stop appearing, because any of those sort of unknown entities that pertained to that thing will be now gone, and that's what a thing that is. Okay, so let's go back to the piano because we have people watching, and that matters. So let's play something, right? So I hope you enjoyed that, whether you're in America or whether you're in China. Oh, I forgot. China can't watch YouTube. Well, wherever you are, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you. No, actually, I want to say some few things to some few people. I want to say thank you very much for everything you've done. And I know things aren't easy for everybody, but I also know that it's very important to have a connection to other people, and this is why everybody fucking cares about views, because they want to be connected to all the other people, right? I mean, you want to be able to express yourself to other people. Like I, for example, want to be able to express myself to my mom, to my brother and sister, to my dad, to my teachers, but they're all fucking doing something else. So I guess I'll just express myself to you. Whoever you are. I hope you... you know what? You don't have to go, you know? You don't have to go, okay? Right. So, like, the question is, how the fuck do I love you? And the question is really bad, so I'm going to move on to a better question. A better question is, how do I love myself? And I'm talking to you, right? And I love myself by convincing myself that being on the dole, you know, being on social welfare means that I'm being paid to care about society. And I'm also being paid because I'm on fucking disability benefit, thanks to my dad. I can't remember how I started that sentence, so I don't know how to finish that sentence, but I think it was something like... I actually don't know how to finish that sentence. Social welfare. It's about the bettering of society. But let's not go crazy with our fucking crazy ideas about how it should be done, okay? It's just like, you know, whatever you know works, do that. You know, whatever you know is good, do that. You know, I can't convince you with my baritone voice. Whatever. Read a book. Read a fucking book. Like, God, like, but no, because I'm not showing enough respect. See, that's the thing. Well, if you watch this video for 30 minutes, it must be because you're able to watch a video of somebody else talking for a long time, slightly drunk, and, you know, like 90% of the time it's because you've got something in for me and you're waiting for, like, me to slip up about some, like, thing that is, like, incriminating or makes me look bad. But, I mean, like, what evidence is there that I've done anything wrong, you know? The next video will be a good video. Maybe, you know, I can't promise anything. Hey, do you want to see something cool? I'll show you something.